From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Bradley's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, it's been the summer of big-time heat, and unfortunately, that's going to continue over the next several days. In fact, we have yet another heat wave looming for Acadiana. It's going to be most noticeable as we head into next week. So let's take a look at the weather headlines for the next several days. So, yes, we're going to have another hot weekend, mostly dry as well here in Acadiana, but that heat is really going to be amplified and picking up big time as we head into next week. We'll show you that in just a second. All the while, rain chances over the next several days will remain pretty isolated in nature. So here's the culprit. We're going to have this ridge of high pressure pretty much dominating the forecast through the course of the weekend, so staying hot. Now, as we head into Sunday, kind of interesting, we might see a weak upper level disturbance kind of ride the outer periphery of this ridge of high pressure. That could help to generate a few more thunder showers for Sunday afternoon, but what we're talking is essentially instead of 5 to 10% rain chances, we'll bump them up to around 20%. So really no significant rain chances in that 10-day forecast. And as we head into next week, this ridge of high pressure pretty much is going to be right on top of us. So very hot conditions and relatively dry as well. Satellite radar composite shows pretty quiet conditions across the Bayou State. Interesting, a little bit further off to our east, we're going to be watching this swirl as it's come across the southeastern U.S. This afternoon. That's something the Hurricane Center was keeping an eye on. It's not going to develop or anything, but regardless, bringing unsettled weather to that part of the country. And here locally in Acadiana, I did see 1 or 2 lone showers through the course of the afternoon, mainly across portions of Iberia, St. Mary parishes, but that was about it. We're going to stay pretty quiet overnight tonight. Lows eventually heading for the mid and upper 70s, which is right where we should be for the time of year. So last several nights, we've been near normal, but our afternoon high temperatures have been blowing past the normal temperatures. Upper 90s for tomorrow afternoon. 97 to 98 looks to be a pretty good call. Mostly sunny skies. Like today, 1 or 2 lone showers, but rain chances no better than 5–10%. Sunday will start out mid to upper 70s, and then we'll call it a partly cloudy sky into our Sunday afternoon. I think most of us pushing to near 100 degrees by the afternoon. Notice the model trying to pinpoint a couple more thunder showers for the second half of Sunday, but again, rain chances no better than 20%. Quickly out in the tropics, again, 2 swirls close to home that we have been keeping an eye on. None that's going to be impacting us. One right here, that's continuing to head for Central America. That other little swirl across the southeastern U.S. Meanwhile, as we open it up into the Atlantic, we do have an area of disturbed weather here in the east central Atlantic, and that has a medium chance to develop, now a high chance to develop actually in the next 7 days. So more than likely could become Tropical Storm Emily in the days ahead, but not going to be a concern for the Gulf of Mexico nor us here in Acadiana, because it's going to be taking a track more so out into the open waters of the Atlantic. So some good news there. Meanwhile, our high temperatures for tomorrow, I think the hottest temperatures in Acadiana will be for those of you north of I-10, ranging anywhere 97 to 99 degrees, mid to upper 90s here along the I-10 corridor, and we'll see similar readings across the coastal parishes. Heat indices are going to be up there, but a couple of degrees below heat advisory criteria. So I think we'll range anywhere from 102 to 106 during the hottest part of the day tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Continue to practice proper heat precautions. I know we've been like a broken record, but believe it or not, those heat indices are going to be amplifying as we head into next week, anywhere from 110 to 115. 75 will be your projected low tonight. We'll get up to around 97, 98 tomorrow afternoon. So another scorcher, mostly sunny, a few fair weather cumulus clouds, but that would be about it. And again, your rain chances no better than around, we'll say 5 to 10%. Southwesterly winds will come in at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So not really strong enough to make a big difference. 20% on the rain chance Sunday, 99 or so. Some of you may hit 100 degrees. And as we head through the entirety of next week, look at these high temperatures pushing into the triple digits each and every afternoon. Again, that's just the actual air temperature. You factor in the heat index, it's going to be way up there, 110, 115 plus, all the wild. Really not going to see a whole lot in the way of cooling showers. Rain chances 10, 20% or less, but hopefully that starts to change toward the end of that 10-day period, guys.
We don't want to talk about the heat indices.
No, you know, if we really could just do the air temperature, no humidity wouldn't be that bad, but the humidity.
So much for that.
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks,
No problem.
Thank you, Bradley.